Hey Pisces, good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to start the day with a money reading for you guys. So let's see how the money situation, financial opportunities are going to be looking this upcoming week and whenever this message resonates with you. First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Pisces Club. And if you're not already a part of the club, you can always click on that subscribe button and join us. Universe, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for Pisces in regards to money and finances at this time, savings, investments, all that good stuff. Wow, Three of Swords as the first energy here. All right, so Pisces, you may be experiencing a little bit of worry, heartache, deception, disappointment in regards to money for some reason. You may be feeling burdened by it at this time. Maybe you feel like you have put in a lot of work and it just isn't moving as quickly as you would like it to. Let's see what else is coming through for you, Pisces. You may feel like there's a lot of things sort of like in the air right now in regards to your money and your finances. You may feel like there are answers that you haven't received, information that you haven't been able to confirm or see for whatever reason, and that might be a little frustrating for you. I see you here in the near future receiving an offer, but for some reason this offer doesn't seem to completely satisfy you. This could be an offer for a job. This could be maybe a change from something that you wanted, something that you had chosen, and maybe an offer to change it, downgrade it, replace it, or something like that comes in. Maybe you were offered this big job and then it's like, oh no, what we can offer you is actually this, or you know, some kind of, honestly, a little bit of a letdown. So I gotta say, I don't love this, Pisces, but it is what it is. Let's see what you can do about it. You have been recently working quite a bit. Quite a bit. This is you, with the Eight of Coins, putting a lot of effort into something. This is the first ever Eight of Coins in which I see the character crying. And she has the skin on her feet and her hands irritated because she is sort of like creating pentacles out of what seems like something like an irritant inflammatory plant or something. And she's crying. So Pisces, many of you could potentially have been working a lot on something that doesn't feel right for you. Working a lot on something that isn't fulfilling. Maybe you've been pushing through pain, discomfort. You have been really making an effort despite how you're feeling. Maybe you feel like this work is hurting you. It's getting maybe toxic, or it is either too much for you, or it's just something that feels soul crushing for you. It's not, it hurts you in a way. And it is represented here as well with the Three of Swords in your present energy. The Eight of Coins is usually a very good card, but it's the first time that I see this. It's very interesting, I do have to say. As a reader, I'm quite, like, impressed with it. Because usually this card represents hard work that is satisfying. But in this case, it's very obvious that it isn't. So maybe you feel like you are being outworked. Not outworked, that you've been pushed to work too much. Unfairly. And maybe you want justice. The universe wants to give you justice as well. This is the message from the universe. So justice will be made. Balance will come, Pisces. Maybe you are working a little harder, or very much harder, because someone here maybe is on vacation, or someone here is taking a break, or someone here is just not as responsible or not as devoted to a situation, and then maybe you have to sort of like carry the load for this person. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it could be very frustrating for you. In your mind space, you want things to move fast. Maybe this is a period that is sort of like it hasn't a specific start and end date, and you're like, oh, I need this to move quickly. Like, I need this month or these 3 months or this year, whatever it is, to just pass me by. I need to just sort of like have it move fast. Others of you perhaps are more in the line of, I want to move fast into the manifestations that I want to get. So I want to quickly manifest, receive that answer, receive communication, travel, or move into a new place, change cities, things like that. And you want it to happen quickly. But in the near future, I see you, honestly, Pisces, I see you disappointed. What are we going to do? I see you rejected here. And it could be very frustrating. Especially because maybe you feel like you have waited quite a bit for an answer, for some kind of resolution, and you're just sort of like waiting on it, being in that state of limbo, not knowing exactly what's going to happen, or not knowing what's going to happen at all, and that can be very frustrating. I gotta say, this is not the most positive reading. I'm sorry, you guys. I keep it real. I tell you the messages as they come. So what I'm seeing here is a big disappointment. What I'm seeing here is something that I feel like you wanted, or you had kind of like agreed with someone that you were going to receive, and then something happens here that feels very unjust. It hurts. And then for some reason it doesn't happen. In your environment, you've got the sun. The sun is a very positive card. But in this case, what I'm feeling is that it brings in clarity. So around you, things are sort of like conspiring to bring you this clarity. But what I'm getting is that you're not going to like what comes to light. However, you do have a choice to make. And through this choice, you can make it better. Because you do have the power here in this choice. So you could be potentially presented with a different offer. Something that maybe may not be as good or may not be as satisfying for you. Maybe it isn't what you thought you wanted, or it isn't the goal that you had. Here you have a choice. You can either go for this sort of like downgrade here, or you can say no altogether. Whatever it is, justice wants to be made here. So really make sure that what you choose, Pisces, it's what's good for you. Because it seems like what you have been choosing could be feeling a little constricting, frustrating, or it could be either overworking you or hurting you in some way. And that's not the idea, you know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be the price to pay. Alright, let's see what additional messages are coming through this abundance oracle. Ooh. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Yes. And with this rejection here, rejection is God's protection. So maybe you're going to be sort of like redirected from something that ultimately wasn't really going to be maybe what you thought it would be, wasn't going to be what was better for you. So have faith in how the universe operates, how God has its own ways of navigating this, reality. And with this card, change the messages. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Let's see what additional messages are coming through. In the bed behind me, my dog, which is huge, and my new little 2-month kitten, which is tiny, are playing. Gotta say, it looks a little crazy. Alright, so the message coming through is sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. So yeah, you may not love how this goes, but ultimately this is confirming to me that you're going to be dodging a bullet. Okay? And that's what you want. It's just maybe what you thought you wanted was something specific. A specific salary, a specific property, a specific investor, a specific job, project, whatever it is. But ultimately, by you being redirected here, you are going to be dodging a big bullet, okay? And that's God intervening. Inner child, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. This is an abundance deck, specifically for abundance and prosperity. So all of these messages, try to sort of like interpret them from a mindfulness or a consciousness that is related to the message or to finances for you. I mean, they are all encompassing, but you know what I mean. Then we've got non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. I'm going to read that again. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So basically what this is telling me is allow yourself to feel the sadness, the disappointment, but also simultaneously have the faith that this is for the better. Messages for Pisces in regards to money. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome. Previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. But what I appreciate from this reading is that it seems like you are not going to be making progress in whatever direction. You're going to be making progress in the right direction. And ultimately that is really valuable, right? I always say this, what's the point of moving really quickly in whatever direction if later you're going to find out that you are super far away from what you wanted because you set out at full speed ahead without knowing where to go, and maybe where you're supposed to go is the opposite direction. So you got to think about it probably before moving forward, right? Quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. These beliefs and hidden interactions in a relationship with money are super powerful to improve and to block finances. So I'm going to leave you under this video in the description box the link to pretty much everything, but check out the Abundance Blueprint course, which is created to deal with that, if you feel like it resonates with you. All right, let's do an additional shorter Celtic cross here to see what other messages are coming through. Remember that not all Pisces are going to experience this in the same way, at the same time. So take it as it resonates, okay? If it does not resonate, it's not your reading. Maybe this one is. This new spread that we're going to be doing here. Alrighty. 10 of Pentacles. That's like the opposite of what we've seen. Let's see. Well, not really. I mean, you could be experiencing a lot of abundance here. Maybe a lot of abundance is coming to you. But in the recent reading, for those of you who resonated in the recent spread, it just seemed like it comes in a different way than you expected or that you hoped for. But in this case, I see you thinking about stability, Pisces. I see you maybe dreaming of sort of like the milestones of life. Those common societal milestones, you know, maybe education or marriage, pregnancy or babies or whatever. Maybe having a place to live or having a job. Maybe you're thinking about those things and you sort of want something that provides you stability. It could be along those lines. And right now, Pisces, it seems like the decisions that you have made and the path in which the universe has guided you has brought you to high levels of abundance and the ability to start creating a legacy. You're definitely thinking, as I mentioned, about stability. Some of you guys are thinking about marriage, some of you about investing in a property, some of you about saving. Something that ultimately creates a foundation to sustain you and your loved ones. In the recent past, you may have been working with other people to obtain your goals. Maybe you have been working with advisors, assistants, maybe even just friends and family that are advising you and supporting you. In the near future, we see you sort of like waiting for something, trying to change your perspective in regards to something. Things may feel a little bit up in the air. And the same challenge is here that was in the previous spread. You want things to move quickly, and for some reason they are not. You are trying to be very objective at this time. That is what the universe is advising you as well. Be very objective, clear, strong. Speak your mind, speak your truth. At this time, some of you guys may be feeling very nostalgic as well, fantasizing about how things used to be. Maybe even fantasizing about a specific person or feeling that you're connecting to some kind of soulmate. In your environment, you may have a person who's a Capricorn, a Virgo, or Taurus. This person may be very slow moving. It seems like they're even kind of boring, but they actually have a very strong foundation, similar to what you want to build. So taking advice from a person that maybe you feel is really boring, or you feel like they're like really stable to a point in which it makes you a little resistant, could actually help you. You have a lot of fear of maybe finding yourself in a situation that is very anxiety producing. Maybe you're very scared of difficult emotions. You're trying to avoid them at avoid them at all costs. But you're also sort of like not trying for that fear to not hold you back from doing something that you want. So it's like hope and fear. And then you've got the Ace of Cups as the conclusion. So Pisces, you are definitely headed in a good direction. You're headed towards a very emotionally fulfilling new beginning. So whatever it is that manifests, however it is that this stability manifests for you, it's going to be very fulfilling. Very, very, very fulfilling. Alrighty, Pisces, so this is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. In the description box, I'm going to leave all important information. Right now, our feature product that just got released is our Shamanic Journey series. that was already on the website. Now it is upgraded. The quality is exceptional. And it is a journey of towards self-love. 7 days to self-love, being guided and assisted by your animal spirit guides. It's a shaman course. It's absolutely beautiful, and it is highly recommended for those of you who have read my book and are asking yourselves, okay, now what? I want to go into this world and I don't know how. That's the way, okay? I love you guys to the moon and back, and I'll see you in the next reading.